Let me say something that might offend some people, but it needs to be said. If you're getting married for sex, money, status, validation, or fear of being alone, your marriage is already in trouble. And no one tells you this because modern culture treats marriage like a lifestyle upgrade instead of a lifelong responsibility. So today, I'm going to tell you who should absolutely not get married. And if this message hits you, it's not to shame you. It's to protect you and the person you could hurt. Let's start with the first reason marriage fails before it even begins.
Here's a list of reasons that you should absolutely not get married. And I know too many people need to hear this and they overlook it. And I'm just going to tell you, if you get married under these pretenses, your marriage is never going to work. Number one, if you struggle with lust, if you are picking a partner based on lust, if all of your conversations are sexual in their orientation, if the only connection that you have is based on chemistry, infatuation, and sexual desire, you have nothing else to hold that relationship up. Your partner is not a vehicle for forever sex. Your partner is not a vehicle for forever lust being fulfilled, because lust is a void that can never fully be satisfied, and your partner will never ever be able to compete with a lustful soul.
Lust. If your entire relationship is built on chemistry, sexual attraction, and infatuation, you don't have a marriage, you have a craving. Lust feels powerful, exciting, intense, but lust is not loyal. Lust is never satisfied, and lust always wants more. Your partner is not a machine built to fulfill your sexual desires forever. Bodies change, hormones change, energy changes, life happens. And if sex is the only thing holding you together, then when intimacy slows down, as it inevitably will, the relationship collapses. That's why marriages built on lust alone often end in boredom, resentment, or cheating, because when the desire fades, there's nothing left underneath it.
Number two, and I know this is going to ruffle some feathers, status. If you are marrying based on the pretense of somebody else's status, you are self-seeking in nature. You are not ready to be a wife or a husband. You are ready to be somebody who's a leech and suck the life out of another person, because their worth, your commitment, is conditional upon their financial success or status. Marriages are not based on what do I get from you. Marriages are based on how can I serve you. And too many people in this modern world and culture are only self-seeking, only self-servicing. And marriage doesn't work that way. Marriage is not about you, how you feel, what you want, what you need, and expecting another person to fulfill every single one of those desires for you without having their own needs met. Instead of asking yourselves, what can I give this person? How can I serve this person? How can I help them fulfill their potential, their pathway, their growth? How can I help them become? How can I help them evolve? How can I support them? How can I challenge their growth? How can I hold it down? If you are only with a person based on worldly needs, worldly temptations, desires, or your own hedonistic impulses, you are not ready to be married.
Now let's talk about something even more uncomfortable: marrying for status or money. If you choose a partner primarily for what they have, their income, their lifestyle, their social position, that is not love. That is a transaction. Marriage is not, what can I get from you? Marriage is, how can I serve you? Money fluctuates, careers change, success rises and falls. And if your commitment depends on their financial performance, then your love is conditional. When the money slows down, when life knocks them off their feet, when they struggle, will you stay or will you leave because the deal no longer benefits you? Real marriage is built for hard seasons, not just highlight reels. Here's the truth most people don't want to hear. Marriage is not about your happiness. It's about responsibility, sacrifice, growth, and commitment, especially when it's inconvenient. If you walk into marriage asking, what do I get? How do they fulfill me? How do they make me happy? You're already missing the point. The better question is, how can I support this person? How can I help them grow? How can I walk with them through life when it's easy and when it's hard? Marriage is not a tool for self-fulfillment. It's a calling to serve another human being.
I also want to be super clear. Not everybody is called to be married. Not every man is called to be a husband, and not every woman is called to be a wife.
And this part is important. Not everyone is called to marriage. Being a husband or wife is not a status symbol. It's not proof of success. It's not validation. Some people are meant to build alone. Some people are meant to heal first. Some people are not emotionally mature enough yet, and that's okay. What's not okay is dragging someone into a marriage when you're still driven by ego, desire, or selfish motives. That's how hearts get broken. So if you're considering marriage, ask yourself honestly, am I choosing this person for who they are or for what they give me? Am I ready to serve, sacrifice, and stay even when it's uncomfortable? Because marriage doesn't fail due to bad luck. It fails when people walk in self-focused instead of selfless. If your motives are pure, marriage can be powerful. If they're not, don't get married. Don't waste someone's life. Don't break someone's heart. And don't enter something sacred with selfish hands. If this message made you uncomfortable, sit with it. Growth often starts there.
Because those titles, those statuses are not for your ego, right? They are for the process, pursuit, and support of another human being. Love in itself is selfless, not self-serving. Because when you marry somebody based on those things, when you commit to somebody based on those things, you are telling them that their worth, their value, your love for them, your appreciation for them, your commitment for them is conditional upon those things being fulfilled for you, not because you're showing up for their heart. And if you are somebody whose motives in marriage are self-seeking, don't get married. Don't waste somebody else's time. Don't break somebody's heart. Don't do that. Don't be that type of person. Because the reality is, in this modern world, you can go get the bag on your own. You can go sleep with strangers of the night on your own time, okay? But don't drag somebody else's heart, their purpose, their fulfillment, their self-esteem through the mud for your own self-seeking, self-infatuated, self-focused, self-centered desires. Because when we ask the question, why do so many marriages fail? It's because people walk into a marriage looking at what do I get out of this instead of what can I give this. And so your commitment is conditional on your happiness. And we were never here to just be happy. We're not even wired just to be happy. We are wired to survive. And if you cannot commit to somebody else and see that through the hard times, if you can't hold it down when they're going through stuff, because money's going to fluctuate. If you're marrying somebody based on status or finances, they're going to have it now. And guess what? When they don't have it, what, you leave, you walk. Your love was conditional upon their ability to fulfill you financially. Or if you're somebody who's partnering with somebody out of lust because you need a partner who just wants to have sex with you whenever you want to have sex with them, what happens when their body changes? What happens when their hormones change? What happens when their life circumstances or conditions make things more difficult when it comes to intimacy? If the only grounds you have for intimacy are physical connection, are sexual in nature, you don't have emotional depth. You don't have spiritual depth. You don't have intellectual conversations. So at some point you will notice when all of that infatuation goes away, you still have a void. You still will have a void, and you will seek that elsewhere. You are opening the door to adultery by committing to somebody out of lust. And you have to be self-aware enough to recognize what your motives actually are before you drag somebody else through the mud and break their fucking heart. You are not worthy of marriage if you are that type of person. Stop playing with it. It is not I'm going to get married because I know I can get divorced if I need to. If that is your reasons for getting married, stay the fuck out of marriage. And that's all I have to say about that.
If it helped you, share it with someone who needs to hear it. And if you want more honest conversations about relationships, growth, and responsibility, subscribe. Because real love deserves real truth.